and we'll be ready to go. I just turned the live stream on, everybody there, and we're close enough, I think. Let's just start the show. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's start the show. Hang on. Let's go. You ready? Let's get it done. Here we go. I grab a quiver and my bow. It's my gearhead, don't you know? Climbing to the top with gearhead archery. Heart racing as I take aim, my spirit soaring high. As I release my arrow, reaching for the sky. In this world of chaos, I find my peace. Gearhead archery, my soul sanctuary. All right, welcome to this week's edition of Buk Talk Radio. It is August 27th, 2025. We got a fun show for you tonight. We're going to have a little fun with one of our buddies that does a great job at the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. That's right, Mr. Jim Coffey. I hope I just didn't do what I think I just did, but let's see. I'm still connected. All right, we're good. All right, let me get him on the phone. We're going to talk to him. I got a bunch of information to throw at you tonight, so don't go anywhere if you can. If you missed the show, go back and watch it on the replay on the Outdoor Call Radio Facebook page or our YouTube page, and you will get it going. Let me hit the phone, so I'm going to get him going right now. One ring-a-ding.
Hello,
Jim, it's Outdoors Dan. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
What are you up to?
I'm just getting pulled over here. I'm actually looking for a rare swallow-tailed kite.
A what?
A swallow-tailed kite, which is not known to be in this part of the state. Can you hear me fine? I'm on my speakerphone, or should I use my regular?
No, you're fine. I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Hey, Rick Seeker down there, how you doing? What is a rare swallowtail kite?
Swallow-tailed.
Swallow-tailed.
Yeah, it's not rare. It's rare in Iowa, so it's a bird that's kind of off its beaten path. It's a southeastern United States bird that's been spotted in this area, and it's shown up on a lot of the local birder Facebooks and pages. And I've had a couple of people ask me if I've seen it, so I said no. I get out of the office and go see if I can see it.
Well, there you go. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. It draws a lot of attention when we get rare birds like that. We get snowy owls once in a while. We had the rare hawk here a couple of years ago. What was that one called? And it just gets people out driving around the countryside.
Well, I'd be all about seeing a snowy owl. I love seeing owls. They're awesome.
Yeah, snowy owls are beautiful. We're not going to see them this time of the year in Iowa. But,
I've seen them up in
January, February.
Yeah, I've seen them up in Minnesota, and yeah, they're neat. Neat owl.
Yep.
So
I got you today.
Huh?
What are we up to today?
Well, we're going to talk a little bit. It's Buk Talk Radio today, and we're in the end of August. I can't believe we're almost out of August. I want to know, when is the velvet coming off, Jimmy? When are they getting them? When are they going to get them horns rubbed off?
Yeah, so I usually say around the 15th of September is where you should start seeing some stuff hanging and that looking a little raggedy. I'm still seeing some deer out at night, feeding, and they've got full velvet on. They're not growing anymore. That velvet's just about done.
Yeah.
But they're going to start rubbing here pretty quick, and that blood flow is going to stop, and so you'll start seeing that what I call skin hanging. And once it starts doing that, then they're going to start polishing those antlers pretty quick.
Yeah. So you think about another week to 10 days, huh?
Yeah. I usually don't get so excited about the 15th of September.
Okay.
But I speak in generalities. It could be happening soon for some deer, but the majority of the deer, I would say, be another week to 10 days.
I've got one trail cam picture where it looks like he's starting to rub already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah. So, boy, I tell you what, they're still and they're still bachelored up a little bit too. That's going to change here pretty quick.
Very quickly. These cool nights, and if you've noticed, we're losing minutes, if not tens of minutes. It seems like every night now. My fishing time's really getting cut into.
Yeah,
I've got to get off the lake a lot earlier now than I used to.
You know Andrew Boyd at Boyd Creative?
No, I don't.
Next time you need a T-shirt made, go see Andrew Boyd at Boyd Creative. He'll take good care of you.
Okay.
Yeah, they do a wonderful job. That's Andrew says, "Hey, let's go fishing." I love to, Andrew. I'd love to. I'd love to go fishing. Boy, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm in deer mode right now. But you talk fishing, Jim. That's some of the best fishing in the world's coming up here in the next month.
It is, and that's what's really exciting about just the month of September in general. Is so many species are obligated to the day length, and when the day length changes, from the fish standpoint, that water starts cooling down. Their body's telling it's time to start feeding again. We get that fall turnover of water, and the fish bite will be on here. The problem is for us sportsmen is everything's happening at the same time.
Yeah.
I want to be squirrel hunting this weekend. I should be out scouting deer. I should be getting everything else ready, maybe putting a trap in the boiling water and getting that thought about. There's just so much going on.
Yeah, Bill Strike, good evening. Jeff Falloon up in New York, good to see you. I actually got my Fish Onyx shirt on today, I got a compliment on that. I went over to the trout store. There's a store over there by Urbandale called Rod and Rivet. I didn't even know they were there. They're a trout fishing store, and really nice guys. They do classes on fly fishing, fly tying. They do a lot of trips and stuff. And I told them to call me. I think that's kind of neat. I didn't even know they were there.
Well, that's another beautiful all-in sport. You just once you start tying your own flies, you start catching trout on your own flies. It's a whole new experience.
Yeah, and see, I used to trout fish quite a bit. When I growing up in Missouri, I mean, I had the parks right there, an hour from me. So I was down at Merrimack Springs or Bennett Springs or Roaring River. I mean, I was always down in one of them. So, Kevin, thank you, buddy. Everything's good. Jenny's feeling better. Thank you. New York Trappers Convention tomorrow. Jeff Falloon, go get them. So you got is rabbit and squirrel season this weekend too?
Yep, they open up on Saturday.
Yep. So you'll be out, and then we got the dove season starting Monday on the 1st.
On Monday, correct?
Yep. Is that normally on a Monday, or is that just doesn't that a weekend usually?
With dove season?
Yeah.
Dove is a federal mandated season that always starts on September 1st.
Okay.
So it just happens this year. It's on a Monday.
Well,
whereas rabbit and squirrel seasons are set by the commission, the DNR commission, and our rule is that opens up on the Saturday closest to September 1st.
Yeah, they should have that on a weekend. They should think about that stuff. Hey, how's the squirrels are everywhere? How's the rabbits looking with the survey?
Yeah, rabbit numbers were up tremendously in our survey. It's not what I saw, but that's my survey. But statewide, rabbit numbers are really good, and that falls right in line with what people have been talking about. We don't see a lot of rabbit hunters out early in the season. Usually, that's kind of generally a late winter type of an issue in Iowa.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you can't go shoot rabbits right now.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, the squirrels are chewing hickory nuts and walnuts like crazy right now. There's so much activity in the woods. So. I hope we have some cool nights. I don't like hunting squirrels and mosquitoes.
Oh, I don't even get excited about deer hunting unless we get a cold front early and then I wait. Yeah. It's just
those 40-degree nights will get the bugs slowed down a little bit too.
Well, we need it. Hey, getting back to the deer. So you're thinking of about another week to 10 days. I'm starting to hear vocalizations, Buck vocalizing. I'm telling you, I heard one grunting already. Now, I don't know what his issue was, but I mean, it was that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Communication. And so I will put this in a little bit of a context for you, Dan. I appreciate that you're out there and you're listening to that, but I hear it from the turkey world is, every year we hear, oh, turkeys are gobbling in March and turkeys are gobbling earlier. Turkeys gobble year round.
They do.
It's just we're not out there really listening to it. So you're right. That buck is grunting right now, but he probably grunts year round. It's just we're out there listening to it, and he's picking up the pace a little bit more. He's getting ready for what's really going to be happening.
Okay, well, now one of the things I wanted to get you on tonight, because I wanted to talk about this. Now, normally during the rut cycles, Larry McCoy and I were sitting in Kansas. We had 20 different bucks trying to breed this doe decoy we had out, and then I mean, we heard some of the loudest and longest grunts when we were out there. I mean, I'm not exaggerating, Jim. It's
Yep.
I mean, but see, I always thought that was a challenge grunt. Now, could he been doing that at a coyote or another buck? Or was he just being goofy?
Well, again, I talk in generalities about all wildlife because it can range in the whole end of the spectrum. In general, that grunting is still a communication device between other deer.
Yeah.
And we think about fighting and putting the racks together and pushing and pulling. That's physical. And a lot of it is just showing dominance. I can grunt, I'm this, I'm that, because it's a cost energy, and it's potentially dangerous to fight. And so that's usually not the first mode of dominance. The first mode of dominance is just being there, being present, and being active. And part of that activity is communications. But as the rut moves on, or especially what I call those teenage deer get their testosterone levels up, then they're going to be starting to push each other and fight with each other to show that overall dominance.
Okay. Well, that's the earliest I've heard a buck grunt. So yeah.
Well, you got to listen more. I mean, I can't say that it happens every day and that all deer do it, but as the day lengths are changing, their moods are changing.
Yeah.
So one thing that I find interesting too, Dan, and I don't know a lot of people really think about this, is we always put that big buck in the realm of the driver's seat. He's out there beating up on everybody. He's not.
Yeah.
That big buck, once he's established that dominance, is fighting very little. He's not being challenged that often. It's all the subdominant bucks that are really doing the fighting with each other.
Well, I figured there was just either a coyote running around, because I did get some trail cam pictures of a coyote on that area.
Yeah. Why would a deer grunt at a coyote though?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know if it was like a challenge thing or a dominance. I mean, you're the biologist. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a bow hunter.
I would say that facetiously. A deer would have no benefit in grunting at a coyote to attract attention to itself.
Well,
if he sees that coyote, he's going to turn towards it so that he knows that coyote knows that he sees it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the dominance over that coyote. That coyote's going to go, "You're not a mouse.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to get you."
Yeah. I just figured he'd stomp him to death,
Well, again, that's physical. Why would I risk twisting my ankle or, falling in a hole when I could just turn to you and say, "Get away"?
Well, I'm just telling you, the corn is so thick and tall there. I figured there was either a couple more bucks right there, and he was just grunting at them, or there was, and then, like I said, a minute later or so, I had a coyote come through. So I was just trying to ask.
Well, never say never. I can't, don't listen to me as being an expert on any of this, because that grunt, that deer, for some reason, might have just said, "You know what? I'm just going to let that coyote know what's going on."
All right. Well,
but in general, there'd be no real benefit to that deer to do that.
Well, you know more than I do. That's why you're a biologist. Mary, I'm always getting chills too. It's that time of year. We're in a burr month almost. David, good evening, David. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for watching. Dave Lentz, how you doing, buddy? Thank you, Mary. That is it's a Rupert's Rut and Peace grunt call. They sound great. That is the call. Hey, I know I called Jim right out. I wanted to get him on here and ask about this stuff. So I'm a lot of people excited about the disabled veterans hunt now. They can get a new tag during the firearm season if they have service disability through their service. And they have something to prove that they have a disability. I think I don't know if there's a percentage on it, Jim. I didn't see a percentage on there, but they can now apply for a $33 tag during the firearm season for just being a disabled veteran. I thought that was awesome, and it is for Iowa residents only.
Correct. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought that was nice I thought that was nice of you all to do that.
They just have to have that. Well, we didn't do that. That was done through the legislatures.
Oh.
So that was not a rule. That was a law that was passed by legislators that we administer. And so they would just have to have their armed service disability papers on file so that they would qualify for that permit.
Now, I believe this is correct. If it's not, Jim, tell me. But if you already get a veteran free hunting and fishing license through the DNR, you have to show it's a disability deal. Then you should qualify for that tag. If I'm reading all this right, correct, Jim?
Yes, if you already have your paperwork from the armed services on file, then you would qualify for whatever permit you do. So the beauty of our new electronic system is once you're in it, it will only show you the tags that you qualify for. So if they've already put that paperwork in, that would come up as an option for them to buy.
Okay.
If they haven't put that into the system by providing the right documentation, it won't show that that's a permit for them to buy. So somebody with that seeks that permit that has a disability goes in and goes, "I want to buy one of these." It won't let them do that until they fulfill their requirements. because then we would just have people walking off the street saying, "Oh yeah, I'm armed service, I'm disability."
Well, no, you got to have your DD-214, and you have to have your disability.
Right.
Yeah.
And once that's in our system,
yeah,
then you would qualify. And when you go in and punch in your DNR number, it would show that you're eligible for that tag.
Okay, that'll work. Tommy, what's up, Tommy? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. No, that's exciting, man. Rabbit season squirrels this weekend. We got doves on Monday. We just talked about the disabled veterans opportunity there. Anything else going on you need to tell the folks about?
Well, we're in the last few days of our turkey survey, as most states are. Most states collect data through the end of August. So still report those brood surveys. It's kind of like our pheasant survey. You know, we get that information across the state. We'll try to see what production was like. So that's in pretty quickly. And it's just a great time to get out. If you're an outdoorsman, like we talked about earlier, it's time to be fishing. It's time to be getting everything ready for fall. Get those honeydews lists done so you're not wasting a Saturday, you know, putting up Christmas lights or whatever it might be when you should be out chasing something.
Did you hear that, ladies? Get your honeydews done so you can get out and your husband's not making you sit at home and work. You could be out hunting and fishing.
Or however that may apply in your household.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep it equal. Hey, any knock on wood, any EHD?
I have not had any reports yet. Obviously, it's something that we're concerned about because it's the right time of the year. We do have Iowa has a way to report that online, as many other states do now too. We have been seeing some of it popping up out in Ohio, Pennsylvania area.
Yeah, in Nebraska. I heard a couple in Nebraska.
Yeah, and it's amazing to me at how quickly all that spread so quickly through the deer community. So I actually took a few phone calls today from people about EHD in Iowa that were concerned about it. And we have not really documented anything yet. Usually when we get those first few phone calls, we'll try to get out and get that deer looked at, submitted to the lab to confirm if it's an EHD virus, and then we go forward from there.
Okay.
But we need that help from people. And like yourself, you know, you're out now, your trail cameras, you got guys scouting, you got guys moving stands right now. If they see that classic sign of a dead deer near water, they need to give us a call.
Yeah, I was hoping with all the rain we got last few weeks, that would mitigate some of that.
It should minimize it a little bit, but that's a virus that's always out there, and it's so spotty that it can pop up. But you would not expect the big outbreaks like we would in those certain weather condition years where you have the wet springs and dry summers.
Yeah, let's hope it stays small. That's for sure. Jim, always appreciate you coming on. Anything else you want to tell the folks before I say goodnight?
No, I'm just if you get a chance to go see the swallowtail kite, hang down out here and try to find it.
Hey, send me a picture when you find him.
If I do, it'll probably be a dot from a long ways away. So you'd be better off Googling it to see if you want to see what one looks like.
All right. Good luck hunting this weekend.
You bet. Take care.
Thanks, Jim. There he goes, Jim Coffey, everybody. One of our great Iowa DNR biologists. Super, super nice man right there. All right, I am going to hit a quick break. It'll be about 2 or 3 minutes at the most, so don't go nowhere. I got a bunch of information to tell you about you don't want to miss. So let me get to, where is my play? What happened to my play? There it is. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't you leave. Turkey season is a passion shared by hunters, and it's fast approaching all across this nation. When it's time to start cutting, yelping, and clucking and purring at those boss toms, don't you want to have a call to run that you have confidence in? You bet you do, and that's why you need to check out Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. Todd Rupert is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania that is so passionate about chasing toms. He started building handcrafted calls in 2016, so he knew he could make the right call when it mattered. Hey, Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls are made of beautiful woods from walnut to hickory. Todd uses the best crystal, glass, slate, and aluminum on all of his pot calls that will allow you to make the most subtle purrs to the sharpest cuts and excited yelps that will get any boss tom fired up. Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls offers handmade friction, box, and mouth calls that will allow from the beginner to the most seasoned turkey caller to make the right call when it counts. So this upcoming turkey season, try a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call and let that tom roost in peace.
Strings and cables make or break your bow setup. You want a string and cable that does not stretch and is reliable, so when your bow is tuned, it stays that way. You need Gas Bow strings. They're stable, consistent, and reliable strings and cables that come with a 1-year warranty. Gas Bow strings, made in Clay City, Kentucky, and family operated. So next time you order a new bow or replace your strings and cables, try Gas Bow Strings and shoot with confidence. Check them out at your local dealer or online at gasbowstrings.com.
OnX Hunt helps hunters be more successful in the field each season, with maps of all public and private land and a fully functional GPS without service. The app, trusted by over 6 million users, has just released a bunch of new features to help you on your next hunt. New aerial imagery options like leaf off, recent imagery updated every 2 weeks with historic look back, and imagery on demand. On top of that, OnX is reinventing the trail camera market by syncing your Hunt app with multiple cell camera manufacturers and helping to organize and analyze your photos. You can also now view your maps in Dash when driving to your next hunting location. These are just a few of the many updates OnX has for this hunting season. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Climbing to the top with gearhead archery. Heart racing as I take aim, my spirit.
All right, welcome back to Buk Talk Radio on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old U.S. of A. Donovan was on here from Triple H. Got a lot of folks going on there. Show's brought today by the fine folks at Compass Carts. If you have an e-bike, a little motorcycle, an ATV, a side-by-side, and you need to haul gear, go check out Compass Carts. You'll be glad you did. Gas bowstrings, Winsent. Winsent's got this new turbo tanks that are out for the Winsent 2.0 unit. I'll be giving some away. Those are in the mail. I should be getting those soon. Rupert's Rut and Peace grunt calls, Pure Whitetail game hide, and of course Kool-Aid Archery and our friends at Gearhead. Everybody should be shooting a Gearhead. All right, I told you about the disabled veterans deal, and that is going to be for the 2025-26 season. They went on sale August 15th. Dove season's going to kick off Monday, September 1st. We got the rabbits. I don't have my, do I still have, I don't think I have it. Here, hang on. Let me see. Oh, what happened there? I didn't want to do that. Did I want to do that? Here, hang on. Let me see if I got, yes, I do. I do have that. You ready? Here we go. For all the folks going out rabbit season this weekend. I'm going to kill the wabbit. There you go. Go get the wabbit. I thought I had that on there. I know, it's the little things that make me happy. All right, I can do Elmer too.
There's something screwy around here.
Absolutely, I've heard that a lot. All right, let's see. The All Breeds Jeep Show is going to be September 26th through the 28th out at Oak Ridge MX Track in Garwin, Iowa. This is if you got a Jeep, if you got a truck, you got a Bronco, a Blazer, any off-road vehicle like that, you can go out there, run the obstacle course, check all the challenges, the 4x4 challenges, any overland vehicle. They got activities for the kids, vendors. There's going to be RC cars. They do a great job. It's the All Breeds Jeep Show, September 26th through the 28th. If you want more information, go check them out at iowajeepshow.com. Donovan was on here, at least I saw him, and Andrew would have been on it. Yeah, I know, Jeff. I'm running the boards. I'm doing everything by myself as usual. As usual. See now, see, Jeff, you interrupt me, and I forgot what I was going to say. Jeez. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know. We're going to draw the new listener winner this Sunday. I'm going to draw the winner on Sunday. So if you have not downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app yet, you still have a couple more days to download the app and email me a screenshot of a show. Make sure it's a show. If it's a commercial, I need a show so I can track what you're listening to. Okay. You can do that, and I will put you in the new deal. But somebody's going to win some really good stuff when I draw the name on Monday. So I will announce that Monday on Facebook. Either that, or should I announce it Monday on Facebook, or should I do it on Buk Talk Radio? You know what, Andrew? Let's all talk about it on Saturday. I'll squirrel. Thanks, Jeff. Andrew and I will talk about this Saturday. We'll tell you Saturday when we're going to announce the winner. But somebody's going to win in a couple days. But we're excited about that. One of the prizes they're going to get is a brand new Dave Smith deer decoy. That's like $600 right there just for the decoy. So, Donovan, that's what I was trying to think before. Donovan has got openings for turkey season. If you want to go hunt some Rios, if you love turkey hunting and you want to experience seeing a lot of turkeys and hearing a lot of gobbles and a very vocal hunt, I want you to call Triple H Outfitters, talk to Donovan, and I'll tell you what openings he has. But he is starting to book for 2026 spring season right now. So make sure you do that, okay? Got all my hunting arrows ready to go. I had somebody ask me about broadheads again. Yes, I am going to be shooting speed broadheads. I don't have one here because I just gave a couple away the other day. But I'm going to be using my Kule archery. They are called Mvizis, which means cobra in Swahili or Zulu. It's Zulu. See, they go over there and they do safaris and stuff. So they wanted a name. They wanted to have an archery name and brand that nobody is going to copy. Nobody's going to infringe on. And I think it's genius because I have a hard time saying Mfizi. And like, hey, Wheezy, what are you shooting, Mfizi? But that means cobra in Zulu. But anyway, they were over at the Illinois Deer and Beer deal last week. Bo and his lovely wife, Rhonda, had a booth, and Skip got to meet them. He absolutely loved them. Just super nice people. They are some of the nicest people you'll ever deal with in the archery industry, folks. Go check them out. Kule Archery, Khule archery.com. They're 4mm and they fly awesome. So that's my setup for the year. Another good show tonight. Dan missed all of Saturday. Very rare event. Went out on the water. Well, Rick, that's your fault. I was there. I did the show. You could go back and rewatch it, Rick. But thank you. I always appreciate that, Rick. If you did a show, I'd watch your show all the time. And if I missed it, I'd watch it. I'm just teasing, Rick. Let's see. I think I got everything on here. I told you about the Jeep event. I told you about the new listener. I'm going to draw the third winner on Saturday for the secret listener contest. I've given away 2 Tacticam Reveal X Pro cameras. I'm going to be giving number 3 away this Saturday. So if you have the app and you're listening and you don't send me screenshots, you need to send me one a day at least now until Saturday morning. So, or Friday night at midnight's the cutoff, because I have to draw the winner Saturday morning. So I would definitely shoot me a screenshot if you haven't done so. That's for sure. I think that's it. I will very rarely miss a show. I feel terrible. Don't feel terrible. It's okay. I forgive you. You know, it's just me. It's just me. Oh, that's another thing. I had an email before I go. I want to leave you with this thought. So I had an email saying, Dan, I really appreciate your program. And, you know, it's when we watch and talk to you or whatever, you know, we love the fact that we can send you a message or we can call. We appreciate you being accessible. And it's just like being in camp. And I said, you know, that's the premise that when we started this 27 years ago, I wanted the show to be around a bunch like friends just sitting around the coffee table or the campfire talking about hunting and fishing. That's how I always wanted it. And I think that's one of the reasons why we've been around for so long. And what I want to leave you with is, I don't ever think of you guys as fans. That bothers me when I hear people say, I've got fans, all my fans, blah, blah, blah. We're all the same. We're all gonna end up in the same place at the end of the day, when our time is done. We all eat, we sleep, you know, we try to have a family, try to be good people. We're all the same. I've never looked at this as a fan thing. You guys are friends. your friends, family, and part of my other shows. And I could not have done this for 27 years, and I couldn't keep doing it if it wasn't for you guys and gals for watching it. So for all the folks that have ever watched, listened, whatever, interacted, said hi, I want to tell you thank you. And we're all friends. So that's how I look at you. And you know what? I hope that's the way it should be for everybody. But anyway, Rox walked over to the garage and wanted to visit, and I had to tell her to give me about 4 minutes. Dan is on. Well, Rick, I wouldn't do that if I were you, man. That's don't ever tell Rox she needs to wait. That's not good. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good night. I'll see you on Saturday. If you need something, let me know. Otherwise, I am gonna say good night to the Facebook stream. Thank you to Imperial RV for helping me do that. Good night. God bless, and have a wonderful day. See ya. There goes my